Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am in Tacoma, Washington, and it's just one of my favorites. It's so lovely here. I'm so happy to have you here with me. This is my pup Chai. She'll be joining us for today's gentle practice. We will be utilizing 2 blocks and a strap. Remember, if we don't have blocks, we can always fold up a towel, use a book wrapped in a towel, yada yada. You know the list goes on. And if we don't have a strap, a dog leash works great, a scarf, belt, anything along those lines. And when you are ready, we're going to get started in a comfortable seat. Our Sukhasana, our easy seat. Now, I oftentimes have us get started here. Now, I always like to sit on a block that allows me to have a little bit more height, makes more room for my body, allows me to open up. So we take a few moments just to wiggle in. Just get yourself here. Get yourself onto your mat, into your room as you ease your way into your body. Moving around the hands, the fingers, the wrists, the toes, wiggle out the jaw, move around the brow. Let your body move you, find that intuitive movement. Moving the neck, creating twists, maybe reaching. There's no wrong way to do this. As you eventually find center, whenever that is for you, bring those feet in a little bit closer if it suits you. Guide the knees down a little further. Now, if we want support, if this tends to feel like a lot of pressure on the knees, bring support under the knees. If the hips are tight, or if you feel like those knees are just really floating up here, we have 2 options. Option 1 would be to bring more support under the glutes, make yourself sit taller. Option 2 would be to bring support under the outsides of the knees. So we want to make sure the body feels safe here, that the body feels secure, not wavering or shaking. I don't want this to require a lot of effort necessarily. Now, if this easy seat does not feel so easy, you can always extend the legs long. Be in a place that is comfortable for you. As you draw the shoulders back and down, noticing the tilt of the pelvis, see if the spine is rounding and the shoulders are rolling forward. Once you draw the shoulders down and back, begin to tilt the pelvis forward. Make more room for the lungs. Hands face down to ground onto the knees. Close the eyes and just breathe. Breathe in and out through the nose. Slowly, but not forced, slow. Resting the eyes, softening the face. Let the elbows get heavier as to relax the shoulders. Take your time to just feel yourself breathe. Remembering that is the yoga. Simply feeling yourself in your body and with your breath. Coming into a comfortable, natural breath of inhales and exhales. See if we can make each breath take just a little bit longer. Letting those inhales draw in slower. And those exhales simply take more time to leave you. Slowing down the breath naturally slows down the heart rate. This leads to a more calm mind, more steady nervous system. When the mind, the body, and breath can all feel safe and secure, that is when we're going to get the most benefit. Staying with these slow, mindful breaths. Keep the eyes rested. See if you could just be here, now. Feeling yourself in this moment. Feeling yourself in this place. observing where your mind is, observing how your body feels, and letting yourself feel it fully. Staying present, staying slow in every breath. Start to find circles in the neck. Roll the head around. Bring the head around in every direction, taking your time. I say taking your time, but what I really mean is giving yourself time. Switch directions of the circles whenever it feels good. If you need to stay in one particular area, just sit with it. If you find one area is more tense, more tight, it just needs a little extra love. Use your practice for you. Remembering that these movements I suggest are just merely suggestions. If you take this and you find something else, something a little deeper that you resonate with, that you connect with, please, please, please take it. Listen to that intuition. Trust it. Three more slow breaths with this neck. No hurry, no rush. The head eventually guides back into center, reaching to the sky with the top of the head, pulling the shoulders down, tucking the elbows in towards the ribs. So release the hands down to the sides, spread the fingers wide, reach the fingertips down and out, opening the heart, taking the breath in deeper. As we inhale, reach the arms up overhead, take the gaze between the palms as you reach to the sky. We can begin one more inhale here. And the exhale, goalpost the arms, take the gaze in front of you. Palms face forward, fingers spread wide, elbows in line with shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, get a little longer in the neck. So check in if we're bringing those shoulders up to the ears. We're going to draw down as we open this up. Inhale, hands come high, gaze goes between the palms. Exhale, goalpost the arms, take the gaze forward. You got it. Inhale, hands high, gaze up. Exhale, goalpost, look forward. Stay here with me. Bring in one more inhale, squeeze those shoulders together, neck is long. On the exhale, guide the elbows together in front of you. Palms come together. Ooh, big back heart opener. Pressing those forearms together. Bringing in one more breath all the way to the bottom. Let it out. Inhale, cactus, open. Try to pull those shoulder blades together. Pull those elbows back. Exhale, elbows and forearms, palms together. Touch. Inhale, open. This time take the gaze up, but keep the elbows at goalpost. Exhale, gaze forward, elbows to touch. Inhale, open, look up, try to shine the palms up to the sky. Ooh, that's nice. Exhale, pull it together, forearms touch. Inhale, open up, flip the palms up one more time. Exhale, release the hands down by us. Plant and tent the fingers down by the side. So just pressing those fingertips down as close or as far to the body as they come. We just want those fingertips touching. Pressing the fingertips lightly down into the mat, draw the shoulders down the back, close the eyes, just breathe. Grounding, trusting. Inhale the left arm up overhead. Take the gaze up to the left palm. And as you exhale, plant that right hand down onto the mat, reach over to the right. Option to keep the gaze up towards the elbow or the palm. Option to take the gaze forward in front of you or down at the hand. Notice what feels best. Opening this left side body. Inhale, reach a little further. And exhale, windmill the hand back, planting the left fingertips. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. Take the gaze to the palm. On the exhale, plant the left hand, reach with that right. Notice which feels best for the neck. Gaze up to the palm, to the elbow, in front of you, or down at that left hand. Opening that side body. Inhale to reach a little further. Oh, that's nice. Exhale, windmill it back. Tent those fingertips. Pull the shoulders down. 2 big breaths. Inhale, left arm up, let's flow. Exhale, reach to the side. Inhale, cartwheel the arms over, left hand plants. Exhale, right arm reaches. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, reach. We're not in any rush. We're not in a hurry. Inhale, up and over. Breathe slow. Exhale, reach. Inhale, tent both fingers down. Pull the shoulders down. Take 2 slow breaths. In your own time, send both legs long, out wide as they can go. As we come to this wide-legged straddle, I leave the support under the glutes because then I start to pour my pelvis forward, flowing over that support like a waterfall. Again, creating more space in the front side body, ground down in the legs. If the hamstrings are tight, if they feel insecure, bring a block, blanket, towel under the knees. Grounding down, notice where the toes are. Either flex the toes up, you can point the toes. We want some level of awareness there. So whether they're pointed, whether you want to stay flexed, notice what feels good. Ground down into the sit bones. Tent the fingers down by the sides. Lengthen up this time from behind the ears. Reaching the crown of the head to the ceiling, tuck that chin in. Nice long spine. Shoulders stay stacked with hips. Close the eyes. 2 slow breaths. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Take the gaze up between the hands. Exhale, plant the right hand, reach that left arm over. More side body opening, flow with it. Inhale, cartwheel those arms up and over. Exhale into that reach slowly. Inhale, up and over. Exhale as you reach. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, find that reach. Inhale up. Bring the arms out to a Y shape. Drop the shoulders down into their sockets. Coming to that star-like pose, tuck the chin, lengthen from behind the ears. Breathe. So you bring in one more inhale, open the heart. Arms out a little wider. And exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Pull the fist down towards the mat. Now, if those hands do not connect behind you, bring the strap in between the hands. Bridge the gap. Opening the shoulders, breathing into the neck. Find a little bit of movement as you get here. No need to rush into stillness. Pulling that fist down towards the mat, anchoring down into the legs. Inhale, lengthen up from behind the ears. Stay where you are. Nice soft exhale out the mouth. As you stay with those steady breaths, find circles with the neck. Guide the head around. Ooh, that feels good. Bringing that ear closer to the shoulder. Feel free to spend a little extra time with where you need it. Switching directions when you crave. Finding small movements, exaggerated movements. Now, these don't just all have to be circles. So for me today, my left trap is feeling very tight, so guiding my right ear to my right shoulder and just rocking the head back and forth. Even just shifting the gaze to being in front of me and then to up to the sky. Ooh, that's a little spicy. Breathe with it. When you find that big buildup of tension, that area where you go, ooh, that's a lot, and it starts to take your breath away, that's a good time to sigh it out. Drop that tension, let it go. 3 more breaths here. Whenever you're ready, I'm going to take let's take one extra breath here, just because it feels nice. And then on the very bottom of that exhale, we'll slowly bring the head up. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chin, pull the fist down to the mat. And exhale, slowly release the hands, shake out the arms. Let that go, let that heat dissipate. Shimmy it out, loosen up. As we then bring the feet into touch, coming into that butterfly position, tries kind of hanging out. Bring the soles of the feet to touch again. She's so sweet, though. I love you. Bring the soles of the feet to touch, coming to this butterfly position. Now notice if the legs are way up here and we're feeling wonky, we're feeling unsure, bring a block under the knees. Giving yourself support where and when you need it. Ground down into the legs. Lengthen up here. Big hip opener. As we inhale the arms up overhead, take the gaze up between the palms. Exhale, plant the right hand behind you. Bring that left hand to the right knee. Find a twist. Inhale to get a little taller. Exhale to twist a little deeper. 3 more breaths here. Now, if we feel like the ground is far away behind us, we can bring a block underneath that right hand. Give yourself support. That always feels better for me. Inhaling to get a little taller every time. Exhaling to twist a little further. If it's in your practice, take the gaze over the right shoulder only if it feels good for the neck. If it's at all too much, keep the gaze in front of you or looking over the left shoulder. There's benefit in all of it. 1 more full breath. And then the exhale, slowly unwind. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze goes between the palms. Exhale, left hand plants behind you, right hand on the knee. Find your twist. Bring support and bridge the gap under that left hand if it doesn't quite reach the earth. Inhaling every time as if you were trying to make space between your vertebrae. Get tall, press the knees down. Exhale to wring it out just a little bit more. If it's in your practice, gaze goes over the left shoulder only if it feels good. I'm telling you, there's benefit in every direction. Whether the gaze is stayed square with the shoulder or gaze goes over the right shoulder. We have options. It's your body. Listen to it. 2 more breaths. Bottom of that breath, and the inhalation, slowly bring it back. Begin to take the hands to the knees, rock back and forth. Rocking back and forth, tuck the chin into the chest, pull the shoulders down the back. Think about lengthening the back of the neck. 2 more breaths here. Thanking these hips, thanking these legs, honoring this body. Honor every spine, every vertebrae of the spine. Then as you are ready, roll the body forward, coming into a tabletop. Hands are below shoulders, knees under hips. Spread the fingers wide. Tuck the toes under if it's in your practice. Pull the shoulder blades apart. Lengthen from behind the neck, so we lengthen up from behind the ears. That means the crown of the head is pressing forward, pressing to the top of our mat. Spread your fingers a little bit wider than you usually would. Tuck those toes under a little tighter. Check in with the heels. Let's look at those heels. Notice if the heels are bowing out. Notice if the heels are falling in. Keep them neutral with the knees. Keeping our breath. Find your center. Trying to engage the core. This is a good place to be. Good place just to exist in your body. As we inhale to press forward, take the gaze forward. That means we're lifting the chin to the top of the mat. And the exhale, tuck the chin, but keep the spine flat as we lean the glutes back towards the heels. A lot of neck movement here. This is intentional. Inhale, look forward, lean forward. Exhale, chin tucks, tail back to heels. Try to keep the spine straight, not easy. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Notice that rigidity in the spine, keep it. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Now we're going to find movement in the spine with it. Inhale, press it forward. Find a cow. Press the navel down as you lift the chin up. Lean it forward. Ooh, that's nice. Exhale, find a cat. Round the spine. Tuck the chin. Glutes back towards heels. Press the body back with the arms. Inhale, forward cow. Exhale, back and cat. Inhale, press it forward, cow. Exhale, bring it back to cat. Now we're going to plant the hands one handprint forward, creating a little bit more space. Inhale to press it forward. See if we can lower the hips down to the mat. Untuck the toes this time. Leaving the arms strong if it feels good. If this is a lot for the wrists, bring the fists to the mat, or we always have the option to stay onto the forearms. Don't fatigue the wrists. There's no need for it. There's no need. We love these wrists. Want to give back to them. It's okay to build heat, but we don't want pain. Inhale here. Take the gaze up to the sky. A little back bend. Exhale, tail guides back as we press it back almost to a child's pose, but not quite. Tuck the chin, see if we can place the top of the head down on the mat. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, press it forward, looking up. Exhale, guide it back all the way. Tuck that chin, top of the head to the mat. You got it. Inhale, forward up. Move one vertebrae at a time. See if we can really snake the spine. Exhale, press it back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Two more. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Last one. Inhale forward. Open the heart, shoulders away from the ear. Exhale, guide it back to cat, top of the head onto the mat. So we bring our inhalation back to a tabletop. Getting those hands back below the shoulders, knees back below hips. Let's tuck those toes under one more time. As we bring the fist to the mat, leave the thumb facing out. Having that thumbs up position, 4 fingers onto the mat, tucking those fingers under, pull the shoulder blades apart. Taking the gaze forward, just breathe. Noticing what has changed in the body, notice what is changing for the breath. As we then bring the back of the hand, the back of the right hand onto the mat. Just lightly pressing the back of that hand into the mat. We're not putting full weight on it. Now, if this is a whole lot for the left hand or that wrist, bring stacked blocks, forearm onto the block, then we can do this with the wrist. Do this with the back of that right hand. But as we open up the back of that right hand, we are then opening up the top of the right forearm. Start to wiggle through the fingers. Option to keep that left hand at a fist, or you can spread the fingers wide if you prefer. Honor what feels good for your wrists. Wiggling through those fingers. Thank this hand, thank this wrist. Opening all that up. If you want a little bit more out of this, you can start to lean back. And again, we don't want our full weight on this. There's no need. You're not going to get more benefit from it. And shaking that right loose, maybe even dangle it. Let that energy flow back in, then roll into a shake. Planting that right hand down when you're ready. Option to have fist or flat hand. As we then bring the back of the left hand to the mat. Not putting full weight, just gently pressing. Begin to wiggle through the fingers, only when it feels best for you. Send your gratitude to this hand. Really appreciate all these wrists do. And honor and understand that this alone, these stretches here, can help with tight shoulders and neck. We gotta remember, we're all connected. 2 more breaths into this wrist. When it feels good, we can dangle that wrist, letting the blood flow back in. Eventually start to shake it out, roll it out, get that moving and grooving. Let that in. We're turning the left hand back to the mat. We're going to flip the right wrist forward, taking the palm to the mat. Option to have the fingertips face the knees. Any variation of this. So if the arm only goes out 90 degrees or that fingertips only face to the right, go that far. If we can take it a little further, take it further. If you can bring it all the way around, bring it around. Now for those of us, or for those that are double jointed, we're not here to overextend, so be mindful. This is not a competition of how far can we turn our arm around. This is about how can we get into the wrist. Little to no weight on the hand. Just start to rock back and forth. You can lift the palm a little if we need. Option here, if you want something a little spicier, bend into the elbow as you do this. Breathe. That little micro bend in the elbow will start to sometimes make that right thumb curl. Keep it straight if we can. It's a beautiful example of how we are so interconnected. Lots to be grateful for here. One more breath. Bottom of that breath, let that wrist dangle, let gravity take over. So we start to stir it around, eventually shake it out. Now, if you feel a lot of stagnant stuff here, take the fingers and flick it off. Like you have stuff or water on the fingers before you dry them, just shake it off, let that go. Right hand plants, palm can be down or fist on the mat. Let's bring that left palm to the mat, turning those fingers closer to the knee. Again, any variation of this turn, as much or as little as feels good. We do not want to overextend, so if your arm can go further than having the fingertips face the knees, please, please, please do not. Begin to rock back and forth. Option to let that palm lift just a little. Option to have a micro bend in that elbow. If you want something more spicy, if you want some more heat, breathe. Thanking these hands, lots of appreciation. Two more breaths. The bottom of that breath, let that wrist dangle like gravity, drop that blood flow back in and slowly bring in movement till we shake it out. If we have a lot we're holding on to, flick out those fingertips. Let that go. As we make our way to standing onto the knees, take a moment to roll the shoulders down and back, wiggle out the neck. Now, if this is a lot for the knees, offer a pillow or blanket under the kneecaps if that's not comfortable. We're going to tuck those toes under again. Check in with those heels. Heels do not want to be bowing out nor collapsing in. Try to keep them nice and even. It's an intention. Tucking those big toes under. Grounding down here. Hips stacked with knees. Shoulders stacked with hips. Reaching the hands down to the side, spread the fingers wide, reaching those hands down. Lengthen up from behind the ears, close the eyes, just breathe. Coming back to that breath, drop the shoulders, see where we can drop the tension, let go of some expectation. Just let yourself be here. Know that you're doing everything right. Bottom of that breath, inhale, sweep the arms up and wide, take the gaze up between the palms, palms face one another. Exhale, goalpost the arms, open the heart, take the gaze forward in front of you. Inhale, hands high, gaze goes up. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Inhale, gaze high, arms up. On the exhale, sweep the arms down by the sides. We're going to take the right hand to the right heel, if that feels right. Now, if we don't make that connection, bring a block to the heel. Try to plant as close as we can to it. Hand on the right heel. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. As you exhale, start to reach back towards the back right corner of your room. Big back bend, side opener. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, see if we can twist a little further. Try to take the gaze up and behind you. Ooh, you'll feel it. Inhale, both hands up. This requires core. Exhale, left hand plants onto that foot. Grab that left heel. Inhale to reach the right arm high, right up above you. On the exhale, reach to the back left corner of the room. Finding a twist with the shoulders. We inhale to reach a little further. We exhale to find a little twist. One more full breath. Inhale, both hands high up overhead. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head. Elbows out wide, drop the shoulders down. Dropping those shoulders down into the sockets, lengthening up from behind the ears. Breathe. Allow for that to open. You don't have to ask anything too much from your body, nothing too extra. So we inhale once here into center. On the exhale, we're going to take the interlaced fingers and we're going to pull the hands over to the right. Keep the fingers interlaced. So pulling that left elbow up to the sky, right arm reaching down. Breathe. Keep tracking that right elbow open. Flip the palms to face forward. Now this may encourage the head to go down. It may be very rounded here. If this is the case, I want you to start by pulling the left shoulder back, looking forward, draw the shoulders down the back. Now, if you're still rounding, back off. Don't pull so hard. I want that neck to be in line with the spine. Only pulling as much as feels good. You may need to activate that neck and actively push that left arm back. You got it. Breathe. Big opening in that left armpit. Lots of joy and appreciation here. One more inhale. Drop the shoulders down. Send the love to the shoulder. And the exhale, slowly bring it back. Fingertips behind the head. Drop the shoulders. Notice the difference between the sides. Wow. Inhale here in center. Tuck that chin. Lengthen up. Exhale, pull the fingers over to the left, bringing that right elbow up to the sky. Again, if this rounds us, if this tucks us, we want to back off, open up. Looking forward, shoulders draw down, pulling both shoulders back behind, or both elbows back behind us. Pulling that left hand down, keeping that up. This is intense. This is not meant to be easy. Breathe. One more inhale. And the exhale, slowly release. Shake those arms out. Dissipate that heat. Roll around the neck. Roll through the shoulders. As we then bring it back forward to a tabletop, fingers spread wide, hands under shoulders. Roll out the ankles. Stretch those feet. Rolling out the ankles in both directions. Try with the toes spread wide. Every once in a while, scrunch those toes in. Move each one of the toes. See if you can fan the toes around. Big deep breaths into these feet. Keep rolling through the ankles. Maintain movement. We want to thank these feet. Finding rotations both directions. Maybe even just paddling out and flexing the foot if the rotations are a bit much. Take your time to love these feet, to appreciate these feet. 3 more breaths into these circles with the ankles. Really thanking these feet for every step we take. Think about, can you count how many steps you've taken today? And imagine if you said thank you for each one, just since you got out of bed. Let alone this week, how much your feet and ankles have done for you, this year, your entire lives. These things have been working. What do we learn to walk when we're a couple years old? These feet and ankles deserve our love. They've been on quite the journeys with us. When your body's ready, tap the tops of the feet onto the mat. Doesn't have to be hard nor fast. Start to tap those feet. Stimulate the lymphatic system. Get some blood flow moving. Relax, release some tension. We hold a lot of tension in our feet and our toes. It's our stability. It's our grounding. 2 more breaths into these taps. Pat a little faster if you want a little more. On the bottom of that final breath, relax the feet, shake them from side to side. Knees come out wide, bringing the toes to touch. Inhale to press the heart forward, lean it forward. Exhale into our child's pose. Reaching the hands up, resting the third eye. Breathing deep. If the ground feels far away, bring the forearms down to the mat. Stack the fists to rest the third eye. Even bringing blocks under the sternum or under the third eye. Create a sense of comfort, a sense of safety here. Opening the shoulders, relax each vertebrae of the spine. When you feel you finally arrived, sigh it out. Let yourself just be here in your body. Allow yourself to savor each breath. Breathing slower, breathing deep. Keep your mind exclusively on the breath for 3 more slow breaths. When you're ready, gently lift the gaze. Slowly walk the hands back. As we crawl our way up towards the top of our mat, shifting over onto the sit bones, planting the feet flat in front of us. As the feet plant, take the hands behind the knees. Squeezing the elbows in, pull the shoulders down and back. Inhale to look up and lift the heart. Exhale to slowly lower down, just one vertebrae at a time. Walk the feet up close to the glutes, as close as they can get. Lift the hips, tuck the tailbone, replant the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Keeping the breath in deep, the breath in slow. Let us bring our strap across the knees, pull the knees in towards the ribs. Giving the body a hug and a squeeze, keep the shoulders grounded down, head grounded down, elbows tucked in and resting. As we just breathe here for a few moments, without movement, without necessitating expectation or anticipating what is next. Roll out those ankles, a little bit more love for those feet. So we then use this strap to find circles with the knees. As slowly as you can, guide the knees around in every direction, creating the largest circles that you can find. That means pulling the knees in as close as they can get, drawing it to either armpit, out to the side, lowering down. The biggest circles you can make while keeping the back body grounded, shoulders and head included. Switching directions whenever you need. Spend extra time with a particular area if you require. Staying with these slow, mindful breaths, let the body weight massage the glutes, the piriformis, the sacrum. Two more breaths here. So everything comes back into neutral. We're going to take the feet onto the strap. Now we're going to mimic that butterfly position. So bring the soles of the feet to touch. Keep the straps on the outside, pinky edge of the foot. Gather the strap together with both hands in center as you begin to pull these feet in towards the groin. Heels come in towards the groin. Butterfly the knees out wide. Pulling the feet in. Draw the shoulders down. We're using the strength of the arms for this. As we continue pulling the feet as close towards the pelvis as we can, then begin to lower the legs down. Continuing to pull the feet close. Breathing deep, noticing if and when you need support. Just breathe. Bring blocks under each knee if you need. Keep that pulling in close. And then when you are ready, slowly release the strap and come into a surrender. Hands can be on the belly, cactus out to the side, up overhead. Onto the hips if we want more grounding and support. You can even tuck the hands, the wrists below the glutes, reaching the fingertips down towards the bottom of the mat, pulling those shoulders down. So if we still feel like those shoulders are creeping up towards the ears, this is a great way to guide them down as we find full relaxation. Rest the eyes, rest the mind and the soul. As the head gets heavier, the shoulders get softer, the belly flops, the hips relax, the legs melt. Let go of any tension in the feet. As you find your option to stay here for our final Shavasana if you choose. Option to extend the legs long if you prefer. One more exhausted breath. One more cleansing breath to seal your practice. Sigh it out the mouth. As you release, you relax. Completely let go. Gently begin to fill the lungs with breath. You find movement in each finger, each toe, roll out the wrists and the ankle. As you bring that energy back into your body, reach the arms up overhead, find a new morning stretch. Oh, like you just woke up. Rolling onto your right side in a supported fetal position. Feeling your breath in your body. Feeling the gratitude wash over us. As you thankful for all that you are outside of just your doing. As you are grateful for your being. Thanking yourself for showing up today, for your breath and your body. Knowing how much you deserve it. Using the strength of your arms, press yourself up into a comfortable seat, a place where we can share a single breath together. Let us seal our practice today. Rubbing the hands together, creating energy, creating intention, gratitude, appreciation, love, and joy. Bring that between the hands, placing the hands at heart center, filling our heart with that appreciation, love, gratitude, and joy. Exhale it all. Together we bring in a slow, deep, mindful inhale all the way to the top. Bring in a little bit more. One more sip. Then let's let it go. Lo kasamas tasoki no bavan. May your entire universe be filled with peace, joy, love, and light. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope your body feels great. I hope your mind feels good. Your breath feels deep. Oh, man, that was nice. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it felt good. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you always. It means so much to have you here with me. It really does, from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you. It means more than words can explain. And I'm excited to see you next time. Mwah.